A statesman whose decisions changed the course of history and affected the fate of all mankind. The last General Secretary of cpsu Central Committee and the only President of the USSR, Mikhail Gorbachev, died in Moscow at the age of 92 after a long illness. Condolences are sent to Mikhail Gorbachev's family and friends from all corners of the world. He did more for the peaceful end of the Cold War than anyone else, said UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres.
Он же очень многоплановый человек. У нас стараются его часто разорвать. Вот Горбачев там, значит, в России делал одно, вот Советский Союз развалился, значит, а на мировой арене там вот вроде как хорошо. На самом деле Горбачев личность очень цельная. И он вел себя по существу одинаково из общечеловеческих ценностей. Его не случайно пророком называют.
He came to power in 1985 and immediately enriched the vocabulary of a Soviet person. The term Perestroika, new in those years, has remained for many a symbol of the Gorbachev era. The state needed change, the economy needed a new round. The global situation was also changing. The treaty between the USSR and the US on the elimination of mid-range and short-range missiles bears a signature of Ronald Reagan and Mikhail Gorbachev.
He only did that once. He never did it again, I'm glad to tell you. Never. And, you know, he wrote the nicest thing in his diary about me. He wrote, I didn't know it for a long time, but he wrote that I was the best student. I knew more about the Russian people than anybody else in America.
Then the fall of the Berlin Wall in November 1989, the end of the Cold War, the unification of Germany.
Этот человек действительно внес решающий вклад в то, чтобы стали возможны такие процессы, потому что мы очень обязаны и благодарны. Если бы не реакция Советского Союза, то вряд ли можно было бы говорить об объединении Германии.
Gorbachev has become a symbol of new, better life, not only in the West, especially in European states of the former socialist camp, but also in other countries.
Руководство Советского Союза и России, в том числе президент Горбачев, стали первыми среди равных в деле международной солидарности с народом Южной Африки. Мы убеждены, что СССР много сделал для народов Южной Африки. Многие получили пользу от этой щедрости.
After his retirement, he remained in Russia. He led a full life, occasionally traveling to other countries to give lectures. He continued to keep in touch with many of those with whom he had worked together, and they communicated with him and not just in person. To mark Mikhail Gorbachev's 19th birthday, an international conference called The Man Who Changed the World was also held in Russia.
I just want you to know how much
Я хочу сказать, что я вам очень признательна за ту роль, которую вы сыграли в окончании Холодной войны. Россия выступила партнером Европы. Вы говорили об общем европейском доме. Вы много всего сделали, чтобы положить начало либерализации в Советском Союзе. Уделяли внимание налаживанию отношений с западными странами.
In recent years, he had rarely appeared in public, but has been active in humanitarian work. After his retirement, he created the International Foundation for Socio-economic and Political Studies as well as the environmental organization Green Cross. Dozens of books have been written about Mikhail Gorbachev during his lifetime, but experts say it is too early to make a definitive assessment of his role in world history.